It's Saturday afternoon, and that's Saturday or Friday? Friday? Friday afternoon, yep, Friday. I'm kind of drunk, I think. Friday afternoon, and as I promised, I'm gonna run back the chest workout I did outside, just using the bands. So I have everything set up again. I'm gonna be working from there to do all my decline, incline, and flat chest presses. It's a standing game right now. And then right after that, I'm going to end off my workout with crossovers. So everything is set up. I hope you guys could see. It says my internet is unstable too, because I'm using my internet from in the house. It might just jump to the data. But anyway, so you guys can see me from here. But I hope the lighting in the background from outdoor is not really affecting what you guys are seeing. So we're going to start off from here. I have my heavier bands this time. So you're gonna do a full workout for the chest. Starting off with flat chest presses. So asthma, allergies, everything bothering me today. So my heavy duty clamp is nice and tight, hopefully, and so everything is secure. So we're gonna do a lot of high reps. Well, try to anyways. With these heavier bands. Since I'm in the 1 month stage of my diet right now, and 1 month of more hard training to go. So the disadvantage of using the bands right now is your foot stance has to be perfect all the time, because these bands are so high level, it can send you flying backwards. So you have to be standing firmly on the ground here, and you can't go too much forward either. So you have to find the right spot, and you'll be able to push the bands. Because about this level, I'm being pulled back from here. So I have to come a bit closer. And so these will be flat chest presses. So you have to keep your back straight. Think of your back at the bench. And it's the same thing. You keep your back straight and knees slightly bent and you just push forward. So I hope you guys can see from this corner, because I'm more towards this corner. The last time when I set up the camera, it was over there, and you guys saw my hands on TikTok moving around. When I look back at that, I said, "Holy shit!" 1 hour, and that's all you saw was my hands. But on YouTube, I think they saw the full thing. I think so. I gotta double check in the video again. But if you want to, for example, your resistance now, if you want to control how much resistance you're lifting, you're pushing. I mean, pushing. This is a pushing exercise. You have to go forward. That's more resistance. If you could push from all the way here, it's good for you. You're very strong. But for a little guy like me, I got to go from about back here, so my resistance become a little bit more easier to handle. But from out here, like I said before, the band is starting to pull you backwards. I'm only weighing about 159 right now, and the band is already pulling me backwards from this point. So for someone who's heavier than me, it must be much easier for that person. But a lighter person, you have different type of band, lower level band, and use it. So I got 20. And as you see, when I came forward a little bit, because I got my legs more planted firmly in the ground, and I can use that to brace myself to push. So using the bands like this, your entire body is going to be working just to hold the band. Unlike when you're lying flat on the bench, it's just your chest, your arms, and those are already working, but not so much your legs. But in this position, you're using everything. A lot of muscles are going to be there trying to help you to stabilize that band from preventing yourself from flying backwards. So it's kind of challenging, but it's actually fun because you're outside and you don't feel like trapped inside of the house or inside of a gym environment. You're outside in the nature and just relaxing yourself and enjoying your workout. And at the same time getting some nice fresh air. So my workout now, the repetitions are much higher because I'm working more on shaping the muscles now. And believe me, this is very difficult for me. During COVID, when I was going through transformation program during COVID, it was much easier. So now I find like it's actually a bit more difficult for me right now. I think it's just due to the fact that age is a little bit different, mindset is different, but it's not the same. Now it's actually a bit more, everything is harder training. I find everything has become more difficult for me because I have other challenges going on and then I didn't have so much issues with joints and stuff like that, but now I have more issues with my joints, so the whole process is challenging. My body is different too. So when it comes to dieting, it's responding differently to everything. So that was the flat chest presses. So now we're going to do the decline. Now, decline I can do either standing or just going down to my knees and just do it like that. Either way, but I can do it. We're going to try going down and up first. See how that feels. I haven't tried with these bands as yet, so the last live I did. So let's try with these guys and see if I can still do it. These guys is right, it's just the same. You just pushing downward. You're just pushing down this way, right? So I have to go on my knees. High up. What I'm at I don't know if you guys can see, I put my feet. Good thing I wore these colorful slippers put my feet against the wall here. And so this is the position I'm in for my decline, and I push downwards. And that's how you do your decline. I would have to put the band much higher up to stand up and do it. So, but this is where we're gonna do it. The last time I went through this program, I used a lot more weights than. So this time, I'm actually trying to experiment with this whole process. I want to actually see how much band training I can use to get into that same kind of condition. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm actually testing the whole thing out to find out if you can actually do the same thing with the bands as if you were doing with weights too. So it's all new to me, just as you guys are watching it, it's new to me too. This part of it. I say this, you gotta make sure the clamps are very secure. You gotta make sure those clamps are secure, because this amount of resistance that I'm pushing, if the clamp is not secure, it's gonna come right off. And you're gonna find yourself with a headache that's gonna last you through eternity. So you have to make sure that these clamps are well secure. If you feel that your grip strength is not strong enough to secure those clamps, then you know what? You shouldn't be using them in the first place. Or if you have a training partner who's stronger than you can help you secure the clamps better. And you cannot just go to a clamp. Go to Home Depot or Ronan's or those places and get the good clamps, the ones that are used for construction use, because these are heavy duty bands around those clamps, right? So you have to make sure everything is very strong. And even. It's getting harder now. Bring the band a bit closer. Also, a little bit in the triceps, depends on how I'm pushing here. If I'm pushing in the incorrect way, I will feel the tension on the tricep. So You have to make sure you have it in the right position. Yes, you're gonna feel in the chest, but you don't want to feel a lot of tricep work and no chest. So one more set. Too close. So now we're gonna do incline. So with an incline, we're pushing upwards. So downwards for decline, straight for flat, and upwards for incline. So somebody might ask, how do you know where's the right position for the incline? You want to get this angle, right? So you have to, of course, put the heavy duty clamp. I have it about knee level. That's where I have it, about my knee level. And that's where you should get your incline. The correct angle, hopefully. But you will know when you see the results, right? This way. It's almost like actually holding the bar, because I have to get my hands in the correct spot here. Yeah. Elbows in there. Okay. So with this now, I'm actually coming closer back. I'm not so forward because it's a different position now I need the incline. Once you have the bands connected here like this, you can do so many different exercises. A lot of different exercises you can do with the bands. From this position, even you can do your tricep extensions like that. You can do push downs for triceps, everything you can do. Just from having your bands like the heavy duty clamp attached like this. It's a lot of things you can get done outside. And as I said in the previous video, if you go outdoors and there is no wooden structure anywhere to connect your clamps, what you could do is you're looking at a metal fence. Make sure you carry like a towel with you, a couple of old towels or something, and you can wrap it around the structure of the fence and attach your bands to it. And the reason why I said use a cloth, because the structure itself, it may not be in the best condition. So you don't want the bands to just be touching directly on the metal on the fence, because it's not smooth enough, right? So you might end up damaging your bands, and you'd be having a nice good workout, and then suddenly the bands are just popping you, and that's the end of you and the band. So you want to like carry those things with you. I have a nice little bag, workout bag, and you just carry it with you, and that's what you do. So I want to show you guys something while I'm resting in between there too. With a flat chest set up here, I was talking about tricep. You can do close grip tricep presses, right? So you have to get your hands very close. And think of yourself being on the bench lying flat. It's the same thing. And you keep your elbows towards your body, locked in there, and you just push. And you're working your tricep. That's what you can do also. One more set. So the same way how I have the bands connected here, if you put the bands, the heavy duty clamp lower down, you can actually do your hamstring curls from that position too. A lot of exercises you can get done, guys, lots. At the beginning, when I looked at it the first time, I didn't see that. It was over the years using the bands and the clamps, I had a chance to see everything that I can do with it. So who would have actually think that heavy duty clamps that's kicking around in the hardware stores, you can actually use them for this purpose? I want to think about that years ago, many years back. If I wasn't doing bodybuilding, I would never be thinking about it. have to put on the other band. I didn't put it on because the sun was hitting there a lot, so I don't want the band to be sitting there that long and start getting sticky. So I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. Try again. Okay guys, that's it. That was what I wanted to show you guys in the and I'm not too sure, maybe the first part of the work I was so I'll look and see what I have there. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. Exactly 1 month, so I'm still moving forward. I'm slowing down a little bit because my energy level is getting lower. Because right now my intake of carb is very low. So a lot of right now, a lot of fish, lots of fish. So that's what I'm going through right now. So I feel a little bit more weak. Yeah, my shoulders a little